Hello, and welcome back once again to Jeff Finnegan's Wake, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Finnegan's Wake to you one page at a time, one day at a time. Put it up on the YouTubes for all to hear. Finnegan's Wake, it's a book by James Joyce, published originally in 1939. And let's just knock this out. I'm going to do about 5 pages today whilst I'm in the woods. It's a nice day out. My grandmother died yesterday, so I'm using this bereavement time to bereave. To be bereaved, I guess. Anyway. Page 157, Infinite Jest. I'm sorry, Finnegan's Wake. Infinite Jest is the other book that I read like this. And they vituperated each other, Canis et Colliber, with the wildest ever wielded since Teriestinus lashed Pisophaltium. Unachorn, Ungulant, Uvuloid, Uskibik, and Bull Folly answered volleyball. Nuvoletta, in her light dress, spun of Sistine shimmers, was looking down on them, leaning over the banistars, and listening all she childishly could. How she was brightened when Shudrups in his globbering, Hockskied in his welkin struck, and how she was overcloosed when Kneesnobs on his zwivel was make-acting such a pauls of him's help. She was alone. All her newbied companions were sleeping with the squirrels. Their miver, Mrs. Moonin, was off in her first quarter scrubbing the back steps of number 28. Foover, that scanned, he was up in Norwood's soca parlor, eating oceans of Voking's blemish. Nuvoletta listened as she reflected herself. Through the heavenly one with his constellaria and his emanations stood between, and she tried all she tried to make the moose look up at her. But he was far too adiaptously far-seeing, and to make the gripes hear how coy she could be, though he was much too systematically auricular about his ends to heed her. But it was all mild vapors moist. Not even her faint reflection, Nuvolucia, could they toke their noses off for their minds with intrepifide fate and bungless curiosity, were conclaved with Heliogoblius and Commodus and Enobarbaros and whatever the cordinal dickens they did at their damproch of pappers and buckstubs said, as if that was their aspiration, as if theirs could diaperate her queendom, as if she would be third party to search on search proceedings. She tried all the winsome, wansome ways her forewinds had taught her. She tossed her sumafastalationous hair like a La Princesse de la Petite Bretagne, and she rounded her mignon's arms like Mrs. Cornwallis West, and she smiled over herself like the beauty of the image of the pose of the daughter of the Queen of the Emperor of Ireland, and she sighed after herself as she was born. And that's page 157 of Finnegan's Wake. Good night.